Boom. All right, hello. Welcome back to Season 6, Episode 3, Morning Mist. Man, that hello I did, that felt so very how... It felt very unlike how I would say hello. It felt very like... I don't know, like, oh, let me put on my, YouTuber voice real quick, my announcer voice real quick. I don't know. That's what it felt like. As soon as I said that, I was like, whoa, that doesn't sound like how I'd say that at all. But this is how it goes sometimes. This is just how it be. And honestly, what if we go in with like a little bit like this? Okay, let's move the cable to be more like that maybe? That might be better. Ooh, what if I do that? Is that better? Oh, that feels a bit better. The cable of the Mario Paint mouse definitely like shaking around a little bit from me moving the mouse around. Yeah, it took a little bit of a break here from streaming for a few days. By a few days, I mean about a week is how long it lasted. Well, I was working on something, and also just kind of like vibing, giving myself time to just like chill for a little bit, and I think it was kind of needed, honestly. I think it was kind of needed. I still need to like, I guess, set my MMPB to be public, but I did upload that finally after not doing that for like 2 weeks. But something I noticed a little bit back on YouTube that is a little bit annoying is G, not G. Yo, thank you for the 66 months. Welcome back. But something that's annoying on YouTube that I found out is like all of my Twitch VODs that I have that I like ported over from Twitch onto my YouTube channel. Like I have those all set to like unlisted or private, whatever right now. And one annoying thing about those is if I have a video that I uploaded, like let's say like a month ago, and I upload a video today and they're both set to private, if I unlist, if I set the first video that I upload a month prior, if I set that one to be public, I guess like after I already uploaded a video, it'll like show up like as if I just uploaded that when it's been uploaded for like a month. So like it kind of like fucks up the chronological order of the videos. So it's like maybe I want to just go through and like public a bunch of my old stuff, so that way when I start uploading stuff now, it doesn't get like shoved to the back of the YouTube chronological upload order. It's kind of dumb. Good skill, have fun. True, actually. What are we up to today, G? What are the vibes? That does sound dumb. It's a little dumb, and like there's nothing you can do about it to my understanding, unless if you like literally just delete the video and re-upload it to get it to be in a different order. Because I wouldn't want to like go through and upload like, you know, like put in work, be like, oh yeah, you know, custom thumbnail for my MMPB, yay, and then put a bunch of other shit, so it kind of like drowns that out. It's like, I don't know. So I'm kind of feeling like, oh, maybe I should get those uploaded and then finally, I just like haven't felt like doing it. I don't know. I've just been meh lately. I just like haven't felt like dealing with it. So I don't know. Maybe you said Gum and Doggins when you regain consciousness. Let's take a peek here. You posted that about an hour and an hour and 15 minutes ago, you posted that. Yeah, good morning, Cloud. Hey. I can say though, I have cleaned a bunch. At least like I guess yesterday and today I didn't do any cleaning, but on Saturday I did a lot of cleaning. We threw out a bunch of old dishes and plates, all that sort of stuff. Which is good. I cleaned out like 3 cabinets in the kitchen because goddamn those super needed to be cleaned out. It was like insane how much those needed to be cleaned out. So it feels good. It feels really nice. Any good food today, Cloud? Anything fun on the menu? Also, I moved my monitor arm mount over because PSA, anybody who doesn't have a monitor arm mount, you should definitely get one. It is very good. Very, very worth it. Because my main monitor, which is the one over here, y'all are on my second monitor right now. It for like a year or two has been like offset, like it hasn't been centered with where I sit and where my drawing tablet sits. So today I was like, I am moving this mic arm because like I had to like take my monitors off, which really wasn't that big of a deal. It was just the fact of getting myself to do it was the problem, and I got myself to do it today. So now it's more centered. And they're higher up, which should be better for posture stuff, so I'm not like subconsciously slouching as much. So ideally, this should force me to subconsciously sit up straighter. Beef and broccoli, ooh, that's a big at Arma. That's a huge at Arma. Yeah, because I noticed my monitors on the arm mount, they weren't up as high as they possibly could be. And I, for a while, have been like, I kind of wish my monitors were up higher, straighter, sorry, sitting in a more upright position with my back, less further away from the shrimp sitting spectrum of things, if you may. I mean, because, hell, even on my CRT, I have this big piece of, like, this very dense styrofoam, and it's, like, sitting underneath my CRT. It's, like 3 or 4 inches, like, tall, and, like, it just props up my CRT so it doesn't sit as low on my desk. Because if it was, like, just sitting flat on my desk, I would definitely be, like, looking down at it, which I feel like isn't as ideal, posture-wise. Hey, Prak. Yeah, your new Discord tag is far more pog. Is your beef and broccoli cloud from like a local Chinese place, or is it like a chain? You know, the concept of chain Chinese food places is kind of whack to me, since like I literally couldn't think of a single one in Canada. Local? Hell yeah. It's just weird how, like, you know, things like PF Chang's and, oh my god, what's the other? Panda Express, how those are, like, the common American Chinese food chain restaurants, but they're, like, I've never seen one in Canada. Never heard of a single chain Chinese place up here. Your mom cooked it? Damn. Was it as good as KGDQ? KGDQ Chinese food? The beef and broccoli that nobody voted for, apparently, but everybody ate that shit up, according to Anna. That is super local. If your mom made it, that is extremely local. You're matching with Josh at first because he was a skill issue, but then he was, oh, I see. You didn't participate in the Chinese food dinner, but I thought you were there with us when we were doing that. Unless, oh wait, no, wasn't that happening like right before y'all went to that basketball game, I think? Is that what was happening? I think that might have been the same day. Question mark. Uh, I know you had to save room for those stadium hot dogs. You were taking a nap. I hope it was good. Which, oh yeah, something that I was talking about last night, the Skittle. I think I've told you this, Cloud, how there's that one YouTuber that posts these shorts I've been watching. That's called like Japan Eat, and he'll just like go around to like various places and just get food and show what he's getting. And one of the things that I see, like I feel like pretty frequently from the places he goes to, is that he'll get what they call a hamburger steak, where it just seems to be like just a patty of a hamburger. Was that a thing that y'all had in Japan? Because I was like, I have never heard of somebody saying like a hamburger steak outside of these Japan Eat videos. Google was telling me that it's just like a hamburger patty, literally, but it's like seasoned, I guess, well. $20 chicken tenders. God, that makes me think how I've been getting this A&W commercial. You might be getting this one, Prack, because I've been getting it on Twitch. This A&W commercial where it's like, get a teen burger for $5.99, and I'm thinking about like these like Japan Eat videos that guy posts, and he'll be like, "Yep, I got this like whole ass meal with like 5 different things to it, and it's like a shit ton of food, and it's like $4 or something like that." I'm like, yep. Meanwhile, A&W, which I know, like, I guess compared to other fast food places, I guess like $5.99, like around here, that's not too bad. But it's like, damn, just like the contrast, it's just crazy. Your Airbnb host made the best hamburger steak. Damn, that's crazy. Like, did your host just cook for you for free, or was that like an extra charge or like included with the Airbnb? That sounds crazy though. He owns the restaurant. Ah, okay. So you're saying it was included, right? You have had Airbnb hosts in Japan that cook food for you for free, just not this place? Damn. They must be like one of those people that's like, they're like just super appreciative, like, of you like just existing and like wanting to like stay at their place, or they're just trying to be a good host, or both. It's like, damn, Chads. I mean, was it the same guy that Max played Bomberman with on a Super Famicom? I think it was Super Famicom. Which you and Ebo didn't play with them, apparently. God, I forgot Max was like in like Call. Show like just like basically streaming him playing Bomberman with the host. I wonder how that guy's doing. I'm not talking about this painting at all the whole time. I hope this helps. I've just been vibing. Yeah, get ready to go. Okay. Enjoy your cloud festivities of today. Have fun. You're gonna hang out with your brother. Ooh. I hope that goes well. You guys can practice competitive Street Fighter together. Yeah. That's what y'all are up to for sure. Alright, have fun. Bye. Thanks for hanging. Right, Evo? This is where Evo joins. He's like, huh? Also, I kind of did like a Bob Ross thing with this one where he'll like usually, you know, kind of go like ham and like do a thing, like do like general colors for like the whole canvas. His like, you know, would be usually more blended because actual paint moment, but I feel like I don't usually go all the way in and like do something like this. Not normally. Also, Prac, allegedly Vince still might be coming by this weekend, even though the rest of y'all even though like we're not having like the big hangout with everybody. Allegedly, me and him might still hang out. Is that's what he was like? Oh yeah, I'm still down to hang out if you want to. And I'm like, well, shit. I mean, I'm down, honestly. And because the good thing is, if it's just Vince and I hanging out, that's prime opportunity for us to play Pokemon Puzzle League. Because usually we only get to play Puzzle League if it's like just me and him hanging out, which doesn't happen too often. And I like playing Puzzle League with Vince because I don't play it very much these days, but whenever I do, usually it's a good time. And I feel like Vince and I usually like go pretty back and forth. Like it's usually pretty even. Yo, thank you, Al. I hope the errands are going good. Yeah, we love Puzzle League around these parts. It's just a good game. Goated puzzle game, which is crazy that like I don't know, crazy that that genre of puzzle game didn't like pop off. Kind of unfortunate. I think one thing with Puzzle League though is that like I know a lot of people who got that game back when it was a new game on the N64. You know, like a lot of kids were probably like expecting it to be like a typical Pokemon game, and then they get it and it's like, this isn't like Pokemon at all. It's just Pokemon themed. So I'm pretty sure like a lot of people got like screwed over by that growing up because they're like, oh wow, a Pokemon game. I can't wait to play this. And then it's like, this isn't Pokemon. That's a definite Monado typing. Monado typing. But low-key, I actually might do something different on stream after Mario Paint. Because, I don't know, I'm not really feeling like doing all masks right now. I don't know. I feel like I'm not feeling the vibe right now. I definitely need to like practice a bit more because I've like barely played over the past like week and a bit. I did practice a bit like 2 nights ago. But I think I'd want to practice a bit more. There was also something I wanted to figure out that I can't think of what the hell it is off the top of my head. But there's definitely something that I wanted to learn. at some point. So I might do something a little different on stream. We'll see what it ends up being. We'll see if I end up doing it or not. But yeah, I think my thought process got a little like cut off when I was talking about this earlier, but in my time away from streaming for the past week, I did finish the All Masks thumbnail, the illustration. It is complete. Which I'm happy to have that done finally. It's been done for like 3 days, 3 or 4 days, honestly. But I was like kind of wanting to do more on it, but then I was like having a hard time getting myself to work on it, and I was like, okay, I'm pretty sure this means this is just done. If I can't like, if I'm like kind of like having a hard time trying to find things to do on it, I think that means like I'm done with this. So that'll be posted soon, TM. I'll probably post the illustration on Blue Sky before I like actually upload like or have my PB go public on YouTube with the thumbnail. Probably do it like that. Well, what's on everyone else's agenda today? Anything exciting? Oh, and also I can confirm, because I've talked about this before, how it's like, damn, I wish there was like any Asian markets nearby me, and I did look, and indeed the closest one to me is like 40 minutes away, so I was like, yep, this is what I expected. Because honestly, when I was saying that, I was like, I honestly haven't like specifically looked to see if there is any close to me, but I was like, I am very certain that there are none like in my town or the nearby city. And I was like, yep. This is what I expected. Because God knows my town is too white for anything like that. Like, I was telling Kendall, or I was asking her a few nights ago, I was like, do you make your own kimchi? Or do you just buy it at the store? Because from the Korean chef that I watch on YouTube, I've just like watched one of his videos of making kimchi, and I was like, honestly, that looks pretty easy to do that. Like, that doesn't look very difficult. And Kendall's like, yeah, I got the stuff to do it, but I never did it. I just buy it though, usually. And I was like, that's kind of what I figured, but I was like, yeah, my area is definitely way too white to sell kimchi anywhere. My area definitely would not be selling that anywhere. I know that for a fact. But yeah, I might try making that at some point. Cause like this, I was like, that looks like not that difficult to do. I just needed to get all the stuff to do it, though. Also, this area in the sky part should have been a little brighter. I should have put more white over there, but what can you do? I guess I could fix that if I want to, but I don't know if I care enough to do that. Yeah, I'm not sure how much it makes, like how long that shit lasts for from the recipe that I saw. In the video, he didn't specifically say like, yep, this is about like this much X amounts worth. Also, it's raining. Okay, it stopped raining, but it's been raining today. It's warm out, but it's raining. It's a gray day today. Whereas yesterday, it was like pretty nice out. Yesterday was a pretty nice day here. But not today. Kind of gloomy. Just like the Pokemon. Glad you mentioned that because I just checked. I have 2 Filipino markets near me and a Chinese market a little further out. Ooh. Have you ever been to those before? Or is this like new knowledge that you're getting? New knowledge. Oh, I guess you'll have to go at some point potentially and see if you find anything hype. Maybe some point after Skittles up here again, maybe we can make a trip out to that Asian market. Yeah, one thing that I did, not relating to that at all, is when I was cleaning on the weekend, I was helping my dad like dust his room a good bit because God, his room was so fucking dusty. I am like amazed how much dust was in his room. And he did tell me that like the next night, like after like I dusted it a shit ton, he was like, yeah, it felt a lot fresher in there. I didn't like wake up coughing a bunch or whatever at any point. I'm like, okay, that's good. Yeah, like I was going ham with like the tube, the handheld nozzle part of the vacuum cleaner. I was like going ham with that all over the walls and the ceiling and the fan and the everything. It was crazy. I was like, damn. You live like this? But now it's clean. Now it's clean. Oh, it feels good. I don't know, I feel like I've been noticing, like, maybe it's just coincidence, or it's actually happening, but I feel like I've been noticing less dust buildup in my room down here, like, the past few days. Because I've just been, like, cleaning, like, just vacuuming, like, different parts of the house that, like, haven't been cleaned in God knows how long. So I imagine that's probably been a pretty good help in terms of not having a lot of dust just build up. Coincidentally, I've also realized that the last like few days I've also just been like sneezing less, I feel like, because like I feel like I'll like randomly like, you know, I won't be sick or anything, but like I'll just get a random like sneeze or two like every day. And like I know sneezing is just like, oh, your body is like getting rid of like debris or something from your body. So I'm like, oh, is this helping? Hope this helps. So TLDR, cleaning's good. That's the moral of the story here. I'll be on the test. That's the TLDR here. Cleaning is good. It's just definitely hard sometimes to get yourself like too clean. I feel like when you're in like the cleaning mode, it's like, at least for me, I'm like, oh shit, I'm going in. I'm fucking cleaning, baby. But it's so easy to look at something and be like, damn, I should clean that at some point. And then you go on with your day and proceed to not do it. Like, I feel like that is super easy to do. Intentional or not, I feel like it's like really easy just to like do that. And I feel like that's like kind of like the story of like my place here, where it's like, damn, that should be cleaned probably, and then just goes on with your day and proceeds to not do that. But maybe some people are just better at doing that. I mean, hell, like I was pretty good. I was actually pretty good about that when I was cleaning on the weekend. Like I was just like, I was just cleaning and I was like, I saw something. I was like, that should be cleaned. And I was like, let's do it. Let's clean it. So I don't know if I talked about this on stream at any point, but at this point, it's been like 2 or 3 weeks since I did this. But like, so our kitchen cabinets in the kitchen, you know, you have like the counters and then you have the kitchen cabinets above that. And for ours, the cabinets don't like go all the way to the ceiling. Like there's no like plank or anything blocking it off. So you just have like cabinet and then like, you know, the top of it. And then you have like this like 1 foot like gap. That's just emptiness. And then you have like the ceiling. Well, like on top of the kitchen cabinets, there was a fuck ton of dust up there. So I was up there with like the vacuum using the hose, and I was like having to like hold it above me, standing on a chair. I was just going in. And then, so I vacuumed most of the dust off, but then I went double in when I was cleaning on the weekend. And I like, because there was like some like caked on dust still. So I was like going in with like a towel and Lysol spray, and I was just getting that shit off because I was cleaning the kitchen cabinets out and like wiping those down, and I was like, you know, I should do this. I should just super clean the tops of these cabinets so it's not an issue at any point. And then I got that shit done. I went in. My arms were sore though from like doing so much. My arms were getting so tired. But it was, I think it was it unnecessary to like clean like the tops of the kitchen cabinets? Maybe. But I think it'll be better knowing that they're clean. I think that's a good vibe. Just knowing that they're clean. Because those things are probably the cleanest they have ever been since this house was built. Unironically, they have probably never been cleaned up there once. So I'm glad that I did that. Especially because now there won't be any point where I'll have to go up there again, I assume, and be like, oops, I need to do that again. Like, I imagine I won't ever have to do that again. Better not have to do that shit again. So, I'm glad. I am glad to have done that. Yeah, once you're just, like, in the vibe. Once you're just in the vibe of doing it, it can be easy just to, like, keep going with it. Just keep going ham. I don't know, having a clean place that you're living in just is good. I'm definitely like I don't want to be looking at my place and think to myself like, damn, that shit's dirty. And then just proceeds to do nothing about it. Like, I don't want that to be my situation. I want to be like, yeah, this place is clean, feels good. I want those vibes. And I think also, like, a part of it is, like, you can just become so desensitized to, like, your living space being dirty. Even if it is, like, I feel like it's easy to become desensitized to it, in my opinion. When you've been, like, living there for so long, and, like, maybe you just, like, never, like, thought much of it, and then, like, you realize, like, one day, I'm like, wow, this shit needs to be cleaned. I think that's what happened to me. Like, I just, like, realized one day, after being just, like, so desensitized to it. I'm like, yeah. How's it looking on OBS? It's kind of coming together. I feel like this, like, mountain in the background, I feel like I could do, like, a little bit more with it. I might later. We'll see. We'll let the piece come together. I definitely want, like, you know, the trees on the right side. I feel like that will, like, make a big difference. Because right now, like, it feels, like, you know, very empty. There's definitely something missing. So I think we'll reassess the scenario once I get all that done in. And that's a definite G's third coffee of the day. Going crazy right now. He's like, oh, you're right. I should make a coffee. G right now, probably. I've been having more teas lately. That being said, though, I did not make a tea today. Today was a no tea day. That's okay, mouse. You can move when you feel like it. I was like dragging my mouse and it just didn't move for like 3 seconds. Getting subtle movements is like sometimes difficult. You're right, I should make a third coffee after I finish drinking my first and then second. I mean, if you make 2, it's like, well, shit, what's the difference? We might as well have a third one at this point. Fuck it. We ball. May as well. Okay, for these trees, so they pop out a bit, I'm gonna do what I like doing, and I'm gonna like block them out with the black, and then we go in with the dark green. So it creates that like, it creates the contrast for me. In my arm, I don't need like wipe the table off or wipe my arm because my arm keeps like sticking to like my arm keeps sticking to like the table and it's fucking annoying me. I'm like, can we stop with this like? It's like get a towel and it's like just wipe my arm down and wipe my desk down. I'm ready. And for this one, I might get a little bit of the brighter green. A little bit of that, and then we're gonna get a little bit of maybe we just maybe get a couple. Ooh, yes. Get rid of that one actually. Just a little bit. Beauty. The caffeine jitters. I feel like I've never felt caffeine jitters. I mean, I've like I feel like when I have like a tea, I don't feel like I'm like wired, but I know like green tea, you know, is pretty low in caffeine anyways. Like, I don't even drink. I usually don't even drink green tea for like the caffeine, and also like green tea is just good for you in general. I just like it. Like it just feels good to have. The only thing I've ever felt is from having a Monster, I think it was, having a few sips at a GDQ, I remember. I got it was probably a Monster, I don't know specifically what it was off the top of my head, but I had like a couple sips and I started like shaking and I was like, anyways, in the garbage that thing goes. In the garbage. And then I think I would say I've never had one since, but I remember at like a future GDQ, like people went to like this like corner store nearby the hotel and they all got energy drinks. I didn't get one, and I think they just like got me to like try a sip of theirs, which I didn't get the shakes again, thankfully. But I was like, all right, I'll try a little bit. But I think since then I've never had one. Yeah, tea doesn't. Yeah, tea is not very, very heavy on the caffeine. I feel like if you're drinking tea for the caffeine, you're drinking it for the wrong reason. Yeah, I just enjoy the vibe of having a tea. I feel like usually when I drink one, it usually just makes me feel good. I should be doing the... Okay, actually, those ones are fine. We're gonna do a little bit of airbrushing. What, Ebro? Good morning. How's it going? Announcer. Good morning, Ebo. Yeah, I don't even like hate coffee per se. I wouldn't say I hate coffee or anything, but I definitely just like don't drink it ever. Oh, you know, good you. Not so bad, man. Yeah, I'm not feeling so bad, man. I was talking to Cloud earlier, Evo, about hamburger steaks and how apparently y'all's Airbnb host made really good hamburger steaks for y'all in Japan. Because on the Japan Eat YouTube channel that I've been watching lately, I feel like most of the meals that guy gets, like half the time it'll have a hamburger steak in it, and I was asking Cloud about it. And then insert what I just said. Because I was like, I have never heard of a hamburger steak before watching that dude's videos. I've never heard someone say that, like, yep, just getting a hamburger steak. Yeah, that is the classic. People having coffee to not feel tired. I actually randomly today woke up feeling pretty good. I was surprised. I was like, damn. Which is kind of shitty to say that, but like, I feel like I don't normally wake up being like, damn, I feel really well rested. Maybe I just slept good last night. Randomly. But I need to do that more. I need to do whatever I did last night, just keep doing that. You know, maybe it's because last night I also wasn't on my phone for too long in bed. Maybe that. It's almost like being on your phone in bed isn't very good, but everyone does it. It's too easy to do. It's too easy just to be on your phone like a fuck ton in bed. Like, the amount of discipline you would be required to have to just be like, oh yeah, just don't go on your phone once you get in bed. It's a lot of discipline you would need. You don't have 2 cups a day, 3 if you're feeling rambunctious. That is pretty rambunctious, actually. You're crazy for that one. So should people who make it a habit to use their phone in bed, me. Yeah, it definitely is just such a common habit. Doesn't affect your sleep quality though. Damn. See, I do have a blue light filter because like, my phone, like every phone these days, I'm pretty sure, has a built-in blue light filter, which doesn't do shit. I swear, it is so insignificant feeling. So I have an extra app on my phone that makes it so when I set my phone below 50% brightness, it'll make my phone extra dim. Cause like the dimmest that my phone gets natively, I feel like when I'm like in the dark in bed, I feel like isn't dark enough. So like this app, I think it's just called like Screen Dimmer, and you can make it so it puts like a color overlay on your phone screen. And so mine's just set to like a deep reddish orange color. So it's like a super blue light filter on my phone. And I like that it only activates when I set my phone to below 50% brightness. So like during the day, like my phone doesn't look like orange AF all the time. But like when I need to in bed, I can like have my phone like really dim. Oops. Since I know typically speaking, like you don't want to be using like a super bright screen in a super dark room all the time. Actually, I haven't been doing this for a while, but this strat that I used to do a bunch, I would open my MacBook because like the ceiling light in my room upstairs, that would just make my room like way too bright. But so I would use my like laptop, just like open it up, and it would be like a like a night light, I guess, kind of like just a nice dim light. And that was actually pretty comfy if I was like gonna be actively using my phone like for a little bit in bed. I should probably get back into doing that if I'm gonna be if I want to use my phone in bed more. I should be doing that at least. I think that's like a good strat. I like to keep my screens brighter than your future. Damn. That's deep, Ebo. Deep. Damn, uses for my MacBook that it cost almost $3,000. Video device for when I'm in the bath, and nightlight in my bedroom. That's what my MacBook is good for these days. And Ebo never commented about my hamburger steak spiel I was going on about Blubbers. My Ebo, my Ebo. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Okay. Nobody, Ebo. Korean soy garlic chicken wings with taro milk tea. Is that what you're eating right now? It sounds good, if true. Damn, this guy's getting fancy out here. Almost done here. Almost done here with this one. I feel like just put a couple like little spritz, a little bit like that on there. I feel like the brown parts of this rocky looking mountain in the background here, I feel like it felt like too plain. I feel like it needed like more to it. I think I kind of like that a bit more. How it's looking right now. Well, looks like we're getting a sub 1 hour painting today. Oh, it's been a while. Yeah. I think that's gonna be a dot done for me. I think this one turned out pretty well. It's a pretty nice composition. And that's the end of the painting. Oh, hope you liked it.